Okay, tomato soup. I've got some sunflower in there, and in this bowl here I've got some chopped potatoes, onions and carrots. This is going to be like the body of our soup really. I've got some salt and pepper to taste, entirely up to you. I've got some chopped garlic. In here I've got some oregano and basil, dried. If you've got fresh, then you're very lucky and you should add that. Possibly at the end though, not now. Just one bay leaf, which we're going to need to fish out later, because we're going to liquidize this and we don't want that to be in the mix when that happens. Okay, all we're going to do here is sweat this together. I've roughly got equal parts there, as you can see, of the three vegetables, the potatoes, the onions and the carrots. Let me pop a lid on that. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. So let's take a look now. 4 or 5 minutes, just to sort of give it a head start on our tomatoes. Right, I've got a load of tomatoes here, chopped. They've all got their skin on. In they go, lovely fresh tomatoes. Now there's at least the same amount of tomatoes as the other 3 vegetables. Again, I'm going to pop the lid on. We're going to cook this on sort of medium to high heat for about another 5 or 6 minutes. See how that breaks down, and then we can take a look. Back soon. Okay, we're back. As you can see, those tomatoes are breaking down really nicely. Now I'm going to go in with some water. That was just under a litre for the amount I'm using. That's the consistency. An option, but I'm going for it. I've just got some olives here, black olives. Just make sure the stones are taken out and put them in. Simply, we're now going to bring this to the boil. We're going to simmer it, I would imagine, for about 7 or 8 minutes. What I want is, I want those carrots beautifully soft, the potatoes beautifully soft. Baby food kind of, you know, mushy. Then, we're going to liquidize it. We're going to add a few little bits to it, and it'll be done. So let's take a look now. I've just fished out my bay leaf. Don't you forget to do that, because you don't want to liquidize this soup with that in. So discard that now, it's done its job. This is looking fantastic. I've checked these vegetables, they're nice and soft. Check your carrots. If your carrots are soft, then everything else will be. Right, we're going to need to liquidize this now. Let me just turn the heat off. I'm using one of these babies, which I find fantastic. They're really cheap. If you don't have one, go and buy one, they're great. So it goes in and we're going to liquidize away. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, that's looking good to me. That's a lovely consistency. If it's too thick, you could add some water to it, but that looks great. Absolutely delicious. I'm going to have a little taste now on the palm of my hand. I'm going in with a little bit more salt and pepper, just a touch. Now, because tomatoes are quite tart or sour, it's always good to add a little bit of something to balance that out. Now you can put a touch of vinegar, a little splash of vinegar, that works. You could add sugar, or you could do like I'm going to do. I'm adding some ketchup, just a little touch of ketchup in there. There you go. You'll be absolutely amazed how often ketchup is used in lots and lots of restaurants. It's in lots of different stuff. Basically tomatoes, vinegar and sugar works a treat for this sort of thing. Now you could, if you wanted, add some fresh basil. If you haven't got fresh basil, you could put in some maybe some pesto sauce even. Chuck in some parsley, touch of cream, entirely up to you. I'm happy with that. I'm going to give it one more whiz. Hope you enjoy it. See you soon.